You've been with this group of people all day. You're now on private property. You've disputed the fact that you're filming on private property. It's a massive football fixture. 54,000 people are going to be present. You've not got a ticket. You're on private land.
A camera isn't a device for terrorist purposes.
And you're acting suspiciously.
I'm not. You're just using every trick in the book. You know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. It's cool.
One wrong decision can destroy years of experience in seconds. Welcome back to Audit Lens, where we expose police misconduct, challenge abuse of authority, and promote accountability. Today's footage, courtesy of Fritz Media, captures a routine filming encounter outside Manchester's Etihad Stadium that quickly spirals into a serious legal confrontation. Let's break down what really happened.
You're filming people.
I'm not filming them people at all.
I've just stood watching you.
No, I was changing the battery.
Right, okay. Well, I'm not going to dispute that, but you were stood by a fence line observing people. Have you got a ticket for the match?
For your own sake, in future, if you have press as well, because it's quite a common question for press that we would ask.
You're just using every trick in the book. You want to do this, don't you? Go on, go and do it.
Your name and address.
Go on, do it.
I don't want to search it. I'm asking for your name and address.
Why do you want my name and address?
Like I've said.
Under what provision do you want my address? Just make it clear to me.
Based on the current counter-terrorism threat. You've been with this group of people all day. You're now on private property. You've disputed the fact that you're filming on private property. It's a massive football fixture. 54,000 people are going to be present. You've not got a ticket. You're on private land.
A camera isn't a device for terrorist purposes.
And you're acting suspiciously.
I'm not. You're just using every trick in the book. You know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. It's cool.
I'm not going any further. I've given you my grounds. Okay.
So what provision are you enforcing, sir? Just to make it clear. No, what provision?
Like I've explained.
What provision? What section of
under the counter-terrorism law?
Which section?
I'm obliged to ask for your name and address.
Yeah, but which section?
The officer immediately hints at terrorism legislation, but avoids naming any specific legal power. Instead of explaining the law, he relies on uncertainty to pressure the auditor. Public filming alone isn't enough to justify demands for personal details. Rather than applying legislation correctly, the interaction begins with assumptions instead of evidence.
Which section?
Yeah, I need to know for my personal records, because I keep personal records.
That's fine. I'll refer to my pocket notebook and I'll give you a full legislation hit. But whilst we're doing that, you give me your name and address.
But you've got access to PNLD. If you can find a section, find a section, I'll comply with you.
That's fine. Good man. Have you got permission off the club to be here? No.
I haven't been asked by the landowner to leave, but...
Not at the moment you haven't, but obviously this is a football fiction. We're on behalf of the club.
You want to do the thing, I'll comply with you. I'm going in a minute anyway, dude.
You're going nowhere at the moment. Okay, you're detained until I confirm your name and address.
Under what section am I detained?
I'm going to confirm that shortly.
The officer tells the auditor he's detained, but admits he'll confirm the legal power afterward. That's where the encounter starts falling apart. A lawful detention should begin with clear grounds and legal authority, not a search for justification after the fact. Confidence cannot replace legal procedure.
Okay.
Surely, because...
under the counter-terrorism legislation, you've been acting suspiciously all day around a large group of people.
You know I haven't. You're just making it up because you don't like me being here.
I've got body-worn footage of you all day in the city centre.
So have I.
Which concerns me slightly.
Why does it concern?
Because I'm lawfully obliged to take my video capture. You've said you press, you've got no press badge.
What do you want, my name and address, yeah?
You're lovely, yeah. Driving licence, any ID.
Just to...
And can you confirm which press agency you're working for, or are you freelance?
Just to... which section am I providing these to you?
I will give you the section like I've said. At the minute,
I'm detained without a section, I'm just detained?
Yes, you are, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure.
What's your calling number for me?
There's my calling number.
18241. Cheers, bro. There you go.
Much. I appreciate that.
No worries.
In 20 years of policing, mate.
You've messed up, not me, mate. You know this, and your colleague knows as well.
I disagree entirely.
No, your colleague knows as well, so he's laughing.
I disagree entirely, mate.
I know, dude.
The auditor calmly provides his details, removing any excuse for unnecessary escalation. Even then, the detention continues without the officer clearly identifying the legal power being used. Instead of strengthening his position, each passing moment raises more questions about whether the detention has any lawful basis.
I know, don't worry about it.
That's fine.
We all make mistakes, my friend. It's section 43, I think.
Well, it's very kind of you to try and reference that. Once I've put you through and I've confirmed your details, are you registered at this address? Because it's an offence not to have the correct address on your driving licence. Are you registered at that address?
It's an offence to drive with it, but...
it's an offence to have the wrong address on your driving licence.
What do you mean, registered at the address?
Basically, do you live
at that address?
Yeah, sometimes.
It's frozen, so you have to bear with me for the moment, okay?
So am I detained under section 43 at the moment?
You've referenced that. I've not given you my full grounds, but what I have told you is I've got enough grounds currently, based on your actions today and the evidence on my body-worn video, to suggest you're up to no good.
To suggest I'm up to no good?
If you've provided the fact that you're filming for a company and you've got permission
I'm not filming for a
here,
company.
You said you remember the press.
I'm freelance press. Anyone could be press. You can be press.
Yes, if you have a badge and ID.
No. You can consider yourself press.
The conversation then shifts to press identification. The officer suggests journalists should carry official credentials, but the auditor challenges that assumption. Whether someone is part of mainstream media or works independently, personal opinions cannot replace the legal standards officers are expected to follow.
What we'll do also, I'm going to fill in an intelligence submission when I go back to the station, okay? Detailing this stop and why we've done it, okay?
As you're required to do.
Yes.
Terrifying. Shame you didn't do one of these against Salman Abedi.
Again, it's really...
Nothing to do with you. Nothing, I get it.
If that's how you feel, mate, that's how you feel.
No worries.
It's okay.
You know I'm not a terrorist. I know I'm not a terrorist. She knows I'm not a terrorist. He knows I'm not a terrorist because he's seen me all day filming football fans and he knows I'm press.
I know you're not up to no good, mate.
You know I'm up to no good. You know for a fact.
Yeah, you're trying to mouth off and one about the Manchester bomb and be disrespectful to what I do.
What? What am I
you,
doing that's up to no good?
You're filming in a private area, large groups of public, entering an iconic site.
You're allowed to access this until you're asked to leave.
Right.
Trespass is a civil matter. It's not illegal.
Yeah. You're trying to question every ground I've
Of course I am, because I have civil rights, and the second I give them up, I'll lose them.
When the terrorism argument loses momentum, attention turns toward stadium property. The auditor explains the difference between civil matters and criminal law, exposing another weak justification. Rather than addressing those points directly, the officer appears increasingly frustrated as his reasoning continues to unravel.
You're the one being unlawful here, not me. This is an unlawful stop search because you haven't quoted the section or the provision.
This is a stop and account.
Yeah.
Have I laid a finger on you?
You've detained me.
Have I laid a finger on you?
That is an assault because you've detained me unlawfully. You know it's an assault. You don't have to touch someone for an assault. You know that. You're a cop. You know that. This is an unlawful stop search. £500 per hour, sir. You know.
That's an opinion from yourself.
No, it's fact, case law. I've done it a few times.
Very well.
Alright, it's going on. Alright.
You'll notice that's not speeding up my process. I'm doing my job now, okay?
Don't worry, dude. If it goes over an hour, it'll be season. You know what unlawful detention looks like. You know what it looks like.
Mate, I understand my powers, I understand my grounds, okay?
You haven't given reasonable grounds for a terrorist search. Well, you haven't given any grounds.
I've told you what
you just said suspicious activity.
What's your current address? We've got 2 addresses on the system for you.
What address have you got, and I'll confirm it?
We've got this one, and we've got an address.
Just put that one.
That one? Okay. So you're living there at the moment?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm a vulnerable adult with mental health conditions. I live at separate addresses and I'm under the care of separate people.
Okay. What mental health conditions have you got?
Paranoid schizophrenia.
Right. Do you wish to share how you're feeling at the moment?
Fine.
Need any support? Do you need any support?
No.
Okay. The officer suddenly changes direction, moving away from terrorism concerns and focusing on the auditor's well-being. The dramatic shift raises an obvious question. Is this genuine concern, or simply an attempt to end the encounter after realizing the original justification no longer holds up?
We're not going to get any further.
So you've got somebody to go home with?
I'm perfectly able to go home. Promise you. Promise you that.
Right, thank you very much. I'm going to ask you to leave the area now, okay?
Sorry?
I'm going to ask you to leave the area to the gate, and then that's public land.
I'm going home anyway. That was my plan. Just as I was changing the battery, I was going home.
As the encounter comes to an end, no clear legal justification is ever presented for the detention. What began as a confident stop ends with more unanswered questions than answers. Throughout the interaction, the auditor remains calm, respectful, and focused on the law, while the officer struggles to explain his own authority. This case highlights an important lesson: experience alone isn't enough. Public trust depends on officers understanding and applying the law correctly. Accountability begins with knowledge, professionalism, and transparency. If you enjoy real UK police audits and legal accountability content, subscribe to Audit Lens, support the original creator, and remember, the law is strongest when people understand their rights. Thanks for watching.